People always wonder how I moved so fast on projects. It wasn't late nights, shortcuts, or trying to do everything fast. After hundreds of projects, I noticed a pattern. The way I set up communication made the biggest difference. It wasn't a strategy, I just did it naturally. And looking back, it came down to two things I always did. First, I catch people at better times when their energy was higher and their headspace was clearer. Second, I'd spend more time upfront writing clearer messages, and when it got complex, I find ways to speed up their comprehension. And over time, I realized those two actions weren't just tactics. They pointed to a principle: remove friction before it happens. And that principle applies to anyone you work with: teammates, clients, suppliers. So the first tactic is this: when you're working with people, timing matters more than you think. You want to catch them before their energy gets drained, before meetings, messages, and tasks pile up. And that's usually earlier in the day when their mind is fresh and their attention is still intact. People absorb information faster, make quicker decisions, and take action when they're not overloaded. Whatever you bring up stays top of mind and they have room to act. Miss that window and your request gets buried. Catch that window and things start moving. That one shift can shave days, sometimes even weeks off your timeline. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, but everyone's schedule is different. How do you know when the right time is? Fair question. Not everyone has the same job, schedule, or way of working, but the idea stays the same. Reach them before their energy dips or their mental bandwidth runs low. For some, it's early in the morning. For others, it's after lunch. Sometimes it's a specific day of the week. The timing won't always be perfect, but the goal is to catch them when their energy is higher and their headspace is clear. For me, that meant calling suppliers first thing in the morning when their mind was fresh and they had more energy to make arrangements and follow through. Whatever the case, you're just looking for a window when they're mentally present and ready to respond. Now, timing helps, but it's only half of what makes things move. The other half is helping people understand clearly and quickly. And that's the second tactic. Most people don't take the time to write a clean message. Their words are messy, confusing, or hard to follow. And that lack of clarity creates unnecessary delay. They assume that once they send something, it'll be read, understood, and acted on right away. But that's a flawed assumption. When something's hard to process, it creates friction, and friction slows things down. But when you provide upfront clarity, you create forward momentum. It gives people the confidence to act without second guessing. So spend a little extra time upfront to write clearer messages. That's when things start to move faster. Sometimes, the issue isn't just clarity, there's complexity too, and that's when you need to help them understand quickly, especially with detailed messages, documents, or instructions. For me, a quick call works best. It's the fastest way to speed up comprehension. A 30-minute conversation upfront can save days of back and forth. I'll even go past an hour if that's what it takes to make sure nothing slips through the crack. Everyone processes information differently. Walking them through it live ensures they understand. You hear their reaction, answer questions in real time, and align faster. I've seen projects solve over misunderstandings that could have been cleared up in minutes. So next time you send something complex, jump on a call to speed up comprehension and keep things moving. When people know exactly what to do, when to do it, and how, they have more certainty in their action. And that's how you keep things moving, without confusion, hesitation, or delay. So if you want to move fast, remember, it's not about doing everything quickly. It's about setting things up to create speed. The tactics are: catch people at the right time and help them understand clearly and quickly. And behind those tactics lie the core principle: remove friction before it happens so it's easier to act. And that's how real speed happens. If you found this useful and want more inside bombs like this, hit like and subscribe. I've got more on the way.